So they were symbolically and marker stone, very exact and precise location of so where later people just made a brick platform and meditated there, worshipped there for a long time. When Emperor Ashoka visited Lumbini in 249, he saw the tree was already dried out. So he suggested to build a big temple. According to his suggestion, this temple of which remains we see today was built in it was built in Rata architecture. It was very grand in architecture actually. In due course of the time, the temple collapsed and remained buried all these structures underneath. Simultaneously, all these other structures came down. This is the remains of ancient structures. There are 29 Buddhist structures, one Dhamma and one Right. Like also good Buddhist sacred time. When Mahabodhi was traveling to the and when she came out of her story, then she observed endless flower gardens in all cardinal directions up to the horizon. More than 5 years of bees were humming, hundreds of butterfly species were flying to the sky. It was and here
Hello. Namo Buddhaya. Sabaiलाई नमस्ते. Most venerable रत्न जुन आउनु भएको छैन है उहाँको पनि केही हुनुहुँदो रहेछ त्यही भएर मैले सम्बोधन गरेँ. Most venerable Paññākāra, a distinguished member of the Global Walk for Peace delegation, most venerable Bhikkhu Maitri Master and all Sangha members, distinguished Mayor of Lumbini Cultural Municipality, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Lumbini Development Trust, the Government of Nepal, and the people of Lumbini, I warmly welcome Most Venerable Paññākāra and the esteemed delegation of the Global Walk for Peace to Lumbini, the Sacred Garden, Birthplace of Lord Buddha, UNESCO World Heritage Site. We are deeply honored by the presence in this holy land where Prince Siddhartha Gautama was born and from where the timeless message of peace, compassion, wisdom and non-violence spread across the world. Your visit, most venerable, reflects a shared commitment to this universal value and highlight the continuing relevance of the Buddha's teaching in today's world. The Global Walk for Peace is an inspiring initiative that transcends borders, cultures, and beliefs, bringing people together in the common pursuit of harmony and understanding. Most venerable, your journey embodies the Buddha's path to compassion, tolerance, and respect for all beings. Lumbini stands not only as a sacred pilgrimage destination, but also as a global center for peace and intercultural dialogue. The government of Nepal remains committed to preserving and promoting the Buddha's birthplace and entire heritage through the sustainable development of Lumbini and other important Buddhist sites. In this regard, Nepal is advancing the World Heritage nomination of Tilarakot Kapilvastu, the ancient capital of Sakya Kingdom, and the place where Prince Siddhartha spent his early life before renunciation. Most venerable, your presence today further strengthens Lumbini's role as a beacon of peace and friendship among nations. Once again, I extend my sincere appreciation for your dedication to global peace and wish you a meaningful and spiritually enriching visit. May your journey continue to inspire countless others to walk the path of peace and compassion. Thank you. Namo Buddhaya. यहाँहरु सबैलाई थाहा छ पन्नाकारा भन्ते ज्यूले खास गरी चाहिँ अमेरिकामा धेरै लामो पदयात्रा गरेर उहाँको चाहिँ प्रिय आलोकाको साथमा चाहिँ विश्वव्यापी रूपमा चाहिँ एकदमै धेरै बुद्धको शिक्षालाई चाहिँ फैलाउने एउटा चाहिँ उहाँले जुन खालको इनिसिएटिभ लिनु भएको थियो त्यो इनिसिएटिभको बारेमा यहाँहरु सबैलाई थाहा छ। त्यो भएर वी आर रियली डिलाइटेड, एकदमै आभारी छौं। आज चाहिँ पन्नाकारा भन्ते लुम्बिनीमा हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँ लुम्बिनी जहाँ बुद्धको जन्मस्थल थियो, बुद्धको जन्मस्थलमा आएपछि मलाई लाग्छ उहाँको इनिसिएटिभ चाहिँ कम्प्लिट भएको छ। उहाँले अमेरिकाको धेरै स्टेटहरुमा चाहिँ यो यात्रा गर्नुभयो। त्यसपछि भारतको महत्त्वपूर्ण स्थलहरु बोधगया, सारनाथ र कुशीनगरमा चाहिँ उहाँले यो यात्रा गर्नुभयो र खास गरी हामी धेरै आभारी छौं हाम्रो चाहिँ मोस्ट भेनरेबल मैत्री महासचिव गुरुज्यूसँग। उहाँको इनिसिएटिभमा चाहिँ पन्नाकारा भन्तेज्यू आज शाक्यमुनि बुद्धको जन्मस्थल लुम्बिनीमा आउनु भएको छ। यसको लागि चाहिँ लुम्बिनीवासी, लुम्बिनी विकास कोष, नेपाल सरकारको तर्फबाट हामी एकदमै धेरै आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छौं र यसले चाहिँ उहाँको यो भ्रमणले चाहिँ लुम्बिनीलाई विश्वव्यापी रूपमा अझ प्रचार प्रसार प्रवर्धन गर्ने र भगवान बुद्धको शिक्षालाई चाहिँ अझ संसारभर फैलाउने, लुम्बिनी शान्तिको मुहान जुन ठाउँमा चाहिँ 6 जना संयुक्त राष्ट्रसङ्घको महासचिवहरूले चाहिँ सशरीर भिजिट गरिसक्नु भएको छ। धेरै चाहिँ डिस्टिङ्ग्विस्ड डेलिगेट्सहरू आउनु भएको छ यो लिभिङ हेरिटेजमा। हामी चाहिँ उहाँलाई स्वागत गर्न पाउँदाखेरि हामी चाहिँ धेरै खुसी छौं, आभार व्यक्त गर्दछौं। नमो बुद्धाय। धन्यवाद।
भिक्षु संघ पञ्ञाकार भन्ते 2015 मा जब यहाँ ठुलो अर्थक्वेक भएको थियो त्यो बेला आफ्नो टिमसँगै नेपालमा आएर 23 वटा जिल्लामा घर नभएकोहरूलाई घर, खाना नभएकोहरूलाई खाना बाँडेर जानुभएको हो। त्यो बेलादेखि नै चिनेको। त उहाँलाई दिनुहुने भिक्षु चाहिँ मेरो साथी हुनुहुन्थ्यो नन्द भन्ते, जो क्यालनी युनिभर्सिटीमा मसँगै पढ्नुहुन्थ्यो। उहाँले चिनाइदिनु भएको हो। उहाँको गुरु रत्न तुङ्गज्यू पनि आउनुभएको छ र उहाँ अलि आराम लिनलाई भएर बस्नुभएको छ। त उहाँहरू जब 22-23 साल 2022-23 मा इन्डिया र नेपालमा पिस वाकमा आउनुभयो। त्यो बेला चाहिँ यहाँ नेपाल लुम्बिनीमा पनि घुम्नुभयो, कपिलवस्तु घुम्नुभयो। त्यस्तै जम्मा 3400 किलोमिटर उहाँहरू इन्डिया र नेपालमा घुम्नु भएको थियो त्यो बेला र त्यसपछि अमेरिकामा 112 दिन 2300 माइल 3700 किलोमिटर घुम्नु भएको थियो टेक्ससदेखि वासिङटनसम्म जब यो युद्ध भइरहेको छ इरान र अमेरिका त्यस्तै रसिया र अर्को देश हैन त्यस्तो अवस्थामा उहाँले विश्व शान्तिको लागि भनेर उहाँले 2300 माइल 112 दिनसम्म टेक्ससदेखि वासिङटनसम्म घुम्नुभयो ग्लोबल पिस वकको लागि उहाँले मेहनत गर्नुभयो त्यो बेला करिब 1 मिटरसम्म हिउँ भएको ठाउँमा उहाँले हिँड्नुभयो त्यो पनि जुत्ता नलाइकन खुट्टा सबै चुन्निएर घाउ भएर गए पनि उहाँले जुत्ता लाउनु भएर कपडा बेरेर भए पनि जानुभयो त्यो साथसाथै उहाँले करिब 20 जना भिक्षुसँगै जानुभएको थियो र आलोकको बारेमा भन्ने हो भने आलोक भन्ने कुकुर चाहिँ इन्डियाबाटै फेला पार्नु भएको र इन्डियामा जब घुम्नु भएको थियो करिब 3400 किलोमिटर त्यो बेला सँगसँगै घुमेको कुकुर हो लुम्बिनी पनि त्यो बेला आएको थियो र अमेरिकामा पनि 110 दिनसम्म सँगसँगै घुम्यो त्यसपछि फेरि श्रीलङ्कामा 1 हप्तासम्म घुम्यो हैन त्यसकारण उहाँहरू जब चारधाम घुम्न नेपाल र भारत आउने भन्नुभयो तर पछि आएर कुशीनगरबाट नै फर्किने दिल्ली जाने भन्ने कुरा आयो त्यो थाहा पाएर मैले फेरि बुझेँ किन भन्दा यहाँ पहिला राष्ट्रपति र प्रधानमन्त्री भेट्ने कुरा थियो त्यो हुन सक्ला जस्तो छैन हाम्रो समय पनि छैन त्यसो हामी वापस जान्छौँ दिल्ली र 17 तारिक हाम्रो फ्लाइट छ भन्नुभयो त्यसो मैले फेरि प्रयास गरेर राष्ट्रपति भेट्ने प्रोग्राम गरिदिएको छु र उहाँ लुम्बिनी आउनुभएको छ भोलि बिहान फेरि काठमाडौँ गएर आनन्दकुटी बिहार बौद्धनाथ चारुमती बिहार घुमेर उहाँ राष्ट्रपति भेट्ने कार्यक्रम छ भोलि बेलुका 5 बजे र पर्सि बिहान 8 बजे उहाँको फ्लाइट छ दिल्ली यो प्रकारले उहाँको कार्यक्रम बनेको छ र हामी उहाँबाट उहाँको अनुभव र उहाँको मेसेज आई वुड लाइक टु रिक्वेस्ट आवर venerable Paññākāra to give you experience and also some message to the gathering.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Respected the Bhikkhu Maitri, respected the Mahasangha, respected government official, Lumbini Trust, and hello everyone. How are we today?
Very good, very happy, very privileged.
First of all, I pay deep gratitude to Pandya Maitri and the member of the Sangha and all the government official who arranged this gathering here in this sacred land of our Buddha. And when we came here, it's just like 2 years ago, 2023, when we walked from Kolkata, India to Bodhgaya and all the sacred sites of our Buddha, and then came to Lumbini, came to here, Lumbini, and then we continue our journey throughout the all the sacred sites of the Buddha in Nepal. And so that marks our milestone of the walk. That is the first time that I joined the walk with the Sangha of Thailand. Every year, it's been like over 15 years that the Sangha of Thailand, that they walk in India and Nepal every year. And every time when they walk, it's about over 100 days. And there's hundreds and hundreds of Sangha members who walk like that every year here. In 2022, I joined the first walk. After I joined that first walk, and I wrote a book called Following the Footsteps of the Buddha. That is the name of the book, the name of the journey. But when I wrote my first book, I call it a footstep of a Buddhist monk. And in Vietnamese, I call Bước chân hành giả. And now that we translate it into Thai language already. And so when I wrote that book, it reminds me a lot about the life of our Buddha. As we are here inside of this sacred land, the birth of our Sujata Bodhisattva. And I don't know how about you, but myself, every time when I get some offerings, the place to live, food to eat, medicine to drink, and robe to wear, I always think of our Buddha. This time that I always ask the people when I give a Dhamma talk, I always ask, as a Buddhist monk, where and how do we get all these robes? And how and where do we get all the offerings from? And so the answer is always because of our Buddha. Without the birth of our Bodhisattva, Sujata, we won't have this day. We wouldn't have this day. Because of our Bodhisattva born here at this place. And from there, he walked his life to become enlightenment, to become a Buddha, Samma Sambuddha, the only Samma Sambuddha in the world, in this universe, to preach the Buddha Dhamma, the truth, to all of us. Yet we've been in and out this samsara, life after life, for so long. But how many of us actually pay gratitude to our Buddha? Pay gratitude to our Bodhisattva when we step into this sacred land, right here. How many of us actually have that kind of thoughts, have that kind of thinking towards our Buddha? Or we just come in here to pay respect to the sacred site and making a vow, making a wish for our life to be better, making our vow, wish for health, wealth, job, family, and things like that. And of course, the answer is always we are wishing for ourselves. We are making a vow for ourselves, a wish for ourselves, because this is so sacred, so holy that we think whenever we make a wish here, it will come true. But is it really come true? Or it's just our imagination, or it's just our greedy mind that we always wishing for things? The answer is because of attachment, because of greedy mind, we always making wishes and so on for ourselves. That's we also call selfishness. Selfish, right? So when we have that kind of selfish, we always think about ourselves. But when we think about ourselves, it's not the truth either. Because when we think of ourselves, we should think about Buddha, because he came to this world to lit that torch, to show us the way of liberation, the way of enter into the Parinibbana. But it's been 2,600 years already. We are going in and out this circle of life, and yet we still here suffering. And then when we go in there and do the praying, we again making a vow for us to go in and out the samsara again. Even if we have the gut to make a vow of liberation to attend the Nibbana. But how do we get to that stage? What should we do to gain that wisdom to liberate, to attain the blissfulness of Nibbana? That is a big question. We only want to have everything in this world, but we don't want to work hard for it. Why don't we want to work hard for it? Because it's so difficult. Let's just say, when we suffer so much in this life, and then when someone, a teacher, a monk, tell us that you have to make a strong determination, you have to stand up and walk away, walk again, don't keep lying there, don't just stay suffer as it is right now, stand up, walk. And then we stood up and then we walk again, just for a few days, and then we give up again. Because it's so difficult, it's so hard on this journey. Because every time when we encounter problem, we give up. We encounter problem, we give up, and we keep doing that to ourselves. Then how can we attain Nibbana? How can we gain wisdom to liberate all kind of suffering? There's no way. That is why we are in and out this circle of life, every life. Become a human being, sometimes we reborn in heaven. A lot of the time we reborn in hell, animal realm, Beta, Asura, just like Aloka. We talk about Aloka, this peace dog right here. Aloka is a dog who walked with us for so long. He walked and now he became the peace ambassador. But why did he become a dog? It's because of sila, because of not mindful, because of doing unwholesome things. That is why the last moment of life he reborn as in animal realm. And so, how about us? Do we have the guarantee that after this life we will still reborn as a human being or heaven? Do we have any type of guarantee on that? Of course not. We don't. We don't have that guarantee. Because we always live with defilements. Our mind is always suffer with thoughts. We have millions and millions of thoughts within a second like that. And then when we have all kind of thoughts, when they pop up, what do? We follow those thoughts to the end of it, and we add more into it by imagination. We add more imagination to it. We draw the whole pictures of our life when that thought pop up. We keep doing that every day. Because thought exists with us every single second. So when we come in here and bow down to the Bodhisattva place, birthplace, and yet we still suffer when bowing down to the Bodhisattva. So what is the purpose? What is the point of us doing all this? We have to question ourselves. Are we going to do this for the rest of our life? Or we will take this message of our Buddha that he came to this world to show us the light, to show us the path to liberate, to attain Nibbana. That is a difference. If we think that way, if we have that kind of mindset, I'm paying respect to our Bodhisattva birthplace. I understood that he came to this world to show us the light, to show us the way to walk out of this samsara, circle of life. Then from there, we have to be mindful with our thoughts. We have to practice mindfulness meditation. Without mindfulness, we will go in and out this samsara again and again, life after life, non-stop. And how do we train ourselves to have mindfulness? Within our breath. We are breathing every second to keep us alive. But we never pay attention to our breath. We just breathe and breathe and breathe just like a robot. We never pay attention to it. Even when the teacher shows us the way, okay, you have to pay attention to your breath in and out by this nostril. And then when you look at it, in, out, your thought arise. And you chase after that thought. You left this. You forgot about your breath again. And then after 1 hour of meditation, you only get one mindful breath go in and out after 1 hour. And then you feel, oh, this is so difficult. Maybe this method isn't for me. This is not working. Probably it's a wrong message. It's a wrong way of practicing. Or is meant for someone else, but it's not for me. Then we give up. We push ourselves into suffering, doing all unwholesome things again and again and again. And then to the point when this world throwing so much suffering to you, throwing so much lemons and rocks and bitter melon to us, and then we cry, I didn't do anything. Why do I deserve? Why I deserve all this? Why all this hardship come to me? We always cry like that to the universe. But we never ask, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I think that way? We never ask ourselves that way. But if we ask ourselves, or if we tell ourselves, oh, because of the unmindful thought, because of unmindful words, because of unmindful actions, that is why I get all this. That is the result. Right? What goes around will comes around. Because we are the owner of our karma. No one else. And so, for all that reason, that is why we as a Buddhist monks, we walk to raise the awareness of peace, loving kindness, and compassion to all the people who we meet along the road. And just for that simple walk, we touch millions of hearts around the world. And you probably heard about this walk for peace. That's why we gather here today, this evening. But joining the walk for peace isn't means that we will end suffering. Doesn't mean that we will end suffering. We have to practice it. We have to take that into action, which is what? Be mindful with our thought. When one thought pop up, aware of that thought, acknowledge of that thought, and come back to this present moment, here and now. When we're about to say something, we mindful with our thought, we mindful with our words, and stop saying all those unwholesome things. We only say anything that is good, anything that is beautiful, easy for people to hear, to listen. And then when you're about to commit into any type of action, killing, harm the other, if we are mindful enough, we will see that this action will give the result of suffering, then we will stop before doing it. Then our life will be much better. Our life will be much peacefuler. But in order for us to do this, we have to have a strong determination. What is a strong determination? I will make a vow, from here on, I will never say bad things. From here on into the end of my life, before I die, I will never do unwholesome things. And from there, every day, we have to be mindful with everything we do. Everything we think, everything we say, we have to be mindful with it. Once we be able to live mindfully like that, peace will begin. It's just because we always chasing outside world, that's why we don't have the ability to look back within. And so when things happen to our life, we react that quick. Because of undesirable thing happen into our life, we react. And then when we react, suffering will follow after. Is that right? But people still react so quickly. It's because we are not mindful. So our walk is to raise the awareness of peace and mindfulness for all of us to walk together. Means every day we have to practice mindfulness. We have to aware of our thought. We have to aware of our speech. We have to aware of our actions in order for us to have a peaceful day and peaceful life. So I hope that this message will live with all of us here. This message will make us think before we do anything or before we do say anything. And whenever we go to this sacred site, paying homage to our Bodhisattva, we should question ourselves, why did the Buddha came to this world? And what am I doing here? Would this paying respect to the sacred site would help me to liberate all kind of suffering or not? The answer is no. Then we have to be mindful when we paying respect, be mindful when we making a wish, be mindful when we walk, be mindful when we hear noise, because coming to here, we will hear a lot of different noises, different group chanting, different people talking, taking pictures, video, running around, shouting, all those things. How can we be mindful? Most of the time we get sidetracked, distraction, right? And then when we get distracted, we get angry. Just imagine when you trying to meditate and somebody shout, somebody cry, or somebody chanting right next to your ear. You get irritated and then you get mad. That is unmindful. Lead us to suffering. And then when we suffer that way, we are here in this sacred site where the Buddha born, with the Bodhisattva born to become enlightenment, but we still suffer when we are here. Then what is the purpose of coming in here? Just to enjoy? If we just come here to enjoy, then we get the wrong message. We are doing wrong. We have to learn the Buddha Dhamma. We have to practice mindfulness. That is the only way. The only way for us to liberate, to end suffering, is to practice mindfulness. Vipassana Bhavana. Our Bodhisattva became the Samma Sambuddha, the only Buddha in this world. Right? The only Buddha in this world. And then we listen and practice the Buddha Dhamma, and then we became enlightenment called Arahant. And Arahant also are called Buddha, but then is just the disciple of the Samma Sambuddha. We should become the disciple of the Buddha. Truly disciple of the Buddha means we have to practice mindfulness. Remember the Buddha say, offerings, all kind of flowers and fragrance to the Buddha, it still cannot compare to practicing to liberate, to end suffering. That is the best offering to the Buddha ever. Do we remember that statement of the Buddha? he already stated that, but we didn't follow that. We practice this wrong. We do it wrong. And so it happened that we are traveling to Nepal this time for meeting. And so I have this chance to sit here with all the devotees here. I share this message. I hope that it will help you, even just a little bit. Even if we practice and just only bring a little bit happiness and peacefulness to our life, that is also enough. But in order for us to have all those, we have to practice mindfulness. And so may you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And may you all soon realize Nibbana and attain the blissfulness of Nibbana. Thank you so much.
थ्याङ्क्सगिभिङ चाहिँ हाम्रो लुम्बिनी कल्चरल म्युनिसिपालिटीको एक्टिङ मेयर कल्पना हरिजनलाई भोट अफ थ्याङ्क्सको लागि
नमो तस्स भगवतो वरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो बुद्धाय नमो धम्माय नमो सङ्घाय सर्वप्रथम तथागत सम्यक सम्बुद्धलाई वन्दना टक्राउन चाहन्छु। यसै गरी आजको यस शान्तिको पदयात्रा कार्यक्रममा पाल्नुहुने पन्नाकारा भन्तेज्यू, सत्य मैत्री भिक्षुज्यू, सम्पूर्ण भिक्षु सङ्घ, गुरुमा भिक्षुज्यूहरू सम्पूर्णमा वन्दना टक्राउन चाहन्छु र यहाँ उपस्थित सम्पूर्ण उपासक उपासिका एवं पत्रकार साथीहरू र अन्य सुरक्षाकर्मी लगायत सम्पूर्णमा लुम्बिनी सांस्कृतिक नगरपालिकाको तर्फदेखि मेरो व्यक्तिगत तर्फदेखि नमो बुद्धाय टक्राउन चाहन्छु। र यो लुम्बिनीमा यति राम्रो अवसर प्राप्त गरेका छौँ हामी, र जसमा पन्नाकारा भन्तेज्यूको नेतृत्वमा र विशेष गरेर मैत्री भिक्षुज्यूको पहलमा आज यो यात्रा लुम्बिनी बुद्ध जन्मस्थल मायादेवी मन्दिरसम्मको पदयात्राले विश्वभरि शान्तिको सन्देश छर्कन सकोस् र साथसाथै लुम्बिनी तथागत गौतम बुद्धको जन्मस्थललाई विश्व सामु प्रचार प्रसारमा पनि सहयोग पुगोस् र जसले गर्दा सम्पूर्ण विश्वमा रहनुहुने मानव प्राणी मात्र नभएर जीवित सम्पूर्ण प्राणीहरूको कल्याण होस्, मङ्गल होस् भन्ने मनसायले यो यात्रा यहाँहरूले तय गर्नुभएको छ। यसको पनि हामी सम्पूर्णलाई पुण्य मिलोस् र आगामी दिनहरूमा पनि यस कार्यलाई हामीले यस लुम्बिनीबाट स्टार्ट गरेर सम्पूर्ण बुद्ध जन्मस्थलसँग जोडिएका बुद्धका स्थलहरूमा यो यात्रालाई जोड्न सकौँ भन्ने कामनासहित मेरो सानो वाणीलाई अन्त्य गर्न चाहन्छु। भवतु सर्वमङ्गलम्।
Thank you, distinguished Mayor of Lumbini Cultural Municipality, for warm welcome and appreciation. So again, we feel very honored, most venerable Paññākāra being here in Lumbini with us at the birthplace of Lord Buddha, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thank you very much, and we always follow and sincerely appreciate your initiative on peace. Thank you. So there is some token of love from the municipality.
Now I have the statue from Nepal. Also for the other monks and the devotees, you can spend this. Smiling statue from the Dungeshwari. These all are for you. Bag lesson? Natural.
While we are here sharing the Dhamma, before we leave, let us all do the chanting and then the blessing to all of us here today. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho. Charana sambanno sugato lokavidu dano taro purisa dhammasan. Sambhadeva manusanang bhutto bhagavati swakatum. Tadhammo sandethiko akaliko ebasiko. Panayiko bhaicatang vedita bodhinyo. Iti sumadipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho yāyamadipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Imadipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho yadidang cattari purisayukam. Apurisambunggalaye sambhagavato sāvaka saṅgho uneyo. Uneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anutarang. Yaketam lokasati. Karani yamanta kusale nayantang santang badang. Eja sangku uzo jasu uzo jasu acho jasamudu anatimani. Jasu maru jambakinjo jasan lau kabun desan tenriyo janimakun. Pagambu kule suananugindo najakudang samajare kinjiyen. Yubare humavade yung sukino wakemino untu sambin. Pavavantu sukitanta yeke cipana bhuta titasam. Varavanavase sadikavaye mahanta vamainchiman. Lukatula dindavaye vadindaye jadure vasandhya vidun. Uttawa sambhave siva sambhe santa bhavantu sukhitantam. ปะรังนิคุมเบธนาทิมันเยตกาตจินังกันจิปยาโรสนัมสัญญาณัญญมัญญาสะดุงกามินเจยมาตายธรรมปุตตัมมายุสาเยกบุญธรรมนุรังเควัมบิสัมบาคุมภาวะเยอปริมาณังเมตัญจะสัมบาโลกัสมิงมานะสังภาวะเยอปริมาณังอาทุจติริยังจะสัมบาดังอเวรังอสัมบาตังติทังจารังนิสินโนวันโนวายาวตาสามิกตามิตุเอตังสะเทนนาเทนเทงมาเมตังวิหารังนิตามาหุดิทินจานุปกัมมาศิลาวันสัมปันโนกาเมสุวินัยยะเกตังนาหิจาตุกัมบาสิยังบุนาเรเตติสาธุสาธุสาธุอนุโมทามิ
Excuse me.
Right now.
Good job. No problem. Do you want me to take for you?
Yeah.
Do you want to be in?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Some of people are moving around, but there are not people who were in it, so. Did any of them come out?
How many with that? Sit here.
Okay, everybody. They're taking photos. We have a very beautiful puppy, Lucky. And I'm not sure who this other one is that just joined.
Hello. Luka. Đúng là Luka. Lúc nãy có một vài sư ở đây. All team.
Mary.
Okay.
उहाँको प्रोग्राममा म अझै बिजी भएँ म आइपुगेँ 10 मिनट लाग्छ
Bante is waiting. Yeah. He's waiting for everyone to get up here.
Đây chú cún Luka đây.
Will you help me take a photo?
Luka.
Can you help me take a photo? Hi everyone. Do you mind taking a step back since we're trying to get a group photo? Sorry. Can you take a step over here?
Để họ chụp hình nó nhẹ, mình đứng xa xa để họ chụp hình. Em chắc là xin chụp hình một tấm.
của sư Tuệ Nhân.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Sunny vô photo nhấn Sunny nhấn vào đây nhá, nhấn vào đây. Đây. Ok.
Sorry, नमस्कार.
Nhấn vào đây Sunny nhá.
आप आए बताएं नहीं. May I request you to take up with the Mahabodhi Temple background?
इधर घुमा के कर लीजिए.
अदर छोड़ देना है प्लीज. बस खाई कर देना. बसेको मैले उठाइदिनु त. पनि त्यहाँ छोड्दिनु त. अन्त उता आज
Thank you so much.
प्लिज यहाँ सबै हटाइदिनु न तपाईँले. खाली गरिदिनु. उता उता
Mary. Everyone.
everyone.
Andy. Nhà nhìn thấy rõ không quý vị? Nhà các lai và cái lai cho mình mấy chú cún đi theo để ngoan thật đấy. Có mặt tại Lumbini.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. So sorry about that. I got it. Sorry, we're taking photos.
This pond is the place where after the Bodhgaya, when the Buddhist and water stream, one hot and one cold, shower the Bodhisattva from the ground up, and then shower the Bodhisattva is right here. That's why they made this pond just to represent that incident of the showering of the Bodhisattva. So back then the Nepal and India were just one. It's just that different state, different town, different city. So whenever the queens, she get pregnant, and she always go back to her mother's town to give birth. And on the way back, it's not there yet. On the way back, and then she have to give birth here, this area. That's why it's called Lumbini right here, this town, this village. But she's on her way back to her mother's town. That is their tradition. When they give birth, they have to go back to their mother's town. Yeah. And on the way back, and she have to give birth right here. And the Bodhisattva born here. So inside, when we went in earlier, when we went in there, look through the glass down on the ground. That is where the Bodhisattva actually born. So when the mother gave birth to him, and then he walked 7 steps. It say 7 steps. That's what it said. And why 7 steps? Because that time when he walked, he's not born like us. Okay, he wasn't born like us. We have to be lying down and pull it out, but he's not. He walked down just like from the throne, coming walk down up from the throne. It's like that. But after that walk, and he tell the universe that this is my last life. I will in the lifetime of the beings at 2 legs. This is my last birth. I will never reborn again. And so he walked 7 steps, and he pointed the finger up and finger down and say that heaven and earth, and I am in the middle. I'm the one. I will liberate, and I will never reborn again. And then after he made that statement, and he became a normal baby just like everyone else, and handed by the devas. The devas come down, and then they handed him. They take care of him and give back to him like that. But before that, he be able to just like come out from the mother's womb, just like he's stepping down from the throne. And there's one gentleman in Vietnam. He used to be like, whenever there's a monk giving a talk, he always try to find the way to embarrass the monk, because he thinks that his knowledge, his wisdom is higher than the monks. So every monk, when giving a talk, he always asks questions, and there's certain questions that the monk couldn't answer. And so one time, he asked our uncle monk, which is our master brother monk in Vietnam. Okay, when he came back from study, and he gave a talk in front of the big audience, and he asked Ngài Hộ Pháp, and then he asked, why did the Bodhisattva walk 7 steps? That is no way. There's no baby, such a baby in the world could do that. That is not right. That is not true. That is just a myth. That's what he said. And he's so confident that he will win that war by asking such a question. And our Uncle Monk, he asked back one question. Do you have kids? He said yes. How many kids? He said 4. And my Uncle Monk asked, will they be able to walk? Will they be able to walk when they born? And the guy say no. And Uncle Monk say, that is why they are not Buddha. You get the point, right? To become a Buddha is not easy. To become a Buddha, they have to sacrifice their life for countless lives. And to fulfill the parami is not easy. 30 parami is not easy. But when the right time comes, that is the difference between normal people like us and a bodhisattva which will become the Buddha. That is the difference. If he born just like us, they have to have someone to pull us out from the head, and that is just a normal baby, right? That makes him different because of his parami is so high and nobody can compare to his parami, 30 parami. Yeah, but after he made that statement, after 7 steps, he made that statement and he became just a normal baby just like everyone else. And then he grew up every day just like us. But his wisdom, nobody can compare. Everything that he learned, it's just that the teachers have nothing else to teach him. All the teachers have nothing else to teach him. He learned so fast, and there's so many knowledge that even the teacher not aware of. A lot of languages the teacher couldn't speak, but he said it all fluently. That is power of the Bodhisattva when born into this world to become the Samma Sambuddha. Right? And then we listen to all those talk life after life, and we still here. We still suffer. You see how difficult it is for us to have a peaceful day, peaceful moment, and then we mess it up all so easy and quickly. And sometimes we think wrongful thing to the Buddha. And that's why in the verse I tell you all that say, if there's an Arahanta in this world, they would not come to any site or walk anywhere like that, like to see all of us. Why? Because if we have the wrong thinking towards them, only way for us to go to just hell. That is why it's so important. That's why they're not so up anywhere that we be able to meet. They will always find a secluded place to stay because of the benefits of all the beings. And so we are very grateful that this birthplace marks the milestone, and then we have the Buddha, and then we learn the Buddha Dhamma. Without him being born right here, we're going to be suffer so much. We will suffer so much because of his wisdom. He showed us the path, he showed us the way to liberate. And by practicing mindfulness, we can see the benefits of it already, right? It's so important about the mindfulness technique that we practice. So we always, for me, when I come to India and Nepal, when we pay respect to this sacred sites, always pay gratitude to the Buddha. Without him, I won't have this role. Without him, I won't be able to become a monk. So there's no words that can describe how much appreciation we have towards our Buddha. And we only have like 2,500 years more, less than that. And we don't know if we be able to reborn as a human being again to listen to the Dhamma and listen to the true Dhamma to practice or not. Or we will be reborn in the 4 suffering rooms. We don't know. That is why we should cultivate and practice mindfulness. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
ถ่ายรูปตรงนี้เลยเยอะมา It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Look up. Sit. Ngồi xuống. Ngồi xuống. Đưa tuổi. Yes, stay. Đảnh lễ rồi cô mình đi nó hố. Luca, lắng nghe. Quay. Không nghe là không có thương nữa đó. Nghe là cũng thương. Quay thôi mà. Nè. Ngồi xuống. Ngồi xuống.
त्यो अरु कुकुरहरु हेर्नु न तपाईहरु उता उता त्यो मेन चाहिँ अरु उता उता टाढा
Nói không nghe, nói không nghe. Ngồi xuống. Sit. Okay.
We just made it to Nepal today. So we were in India earlier this morning, and now we're in Nepal.
This is the place where all of us, the monks, we sit here and chant when the walk of 2023.
Yeah, 2020. Thank you, and we'll be happy to welcome you next time.
So basically, we're here for the discussion of the walk. Gosh. So is there any development here on Market?
Actually, we are not developing in this body here because it's a UNESCO heritage site. Yeah. So we are discussing regarding this structure and the protection of the archaeology of the ancient sites. And now we have signed agreement with the government. So we are working to improve the destination, especially facilities for pilgrims in the present. Sure, yes, sir. We are planning with UNESCO to conduct September International Buddhist Conference. Maybe we'll be happy
Hey, ai làm gì con? Ai cản đường không? Người ta nằm hey. Thì bình thường vậy có gì đâu, ai làm gì đâu, cứ la hoài. This part of us we can go by boat.
content by content by
Right now we are heading towards the bus to call it an evening. So thank you everyone for joining us and being here with us in spirit. And we hope that today will be your peaceful day and that everyone is well, happy, and peaceful. And we will see you again soon. Thank you.